Okay, so we are here to rearrange a formula. So the formula is here to make Q the subject. So that means Q equals something. So what we do first is step 1, copy the question. Step 2, to get rid of every other thing, make the thing simpler. So we have square root, which is complicated, and we have a fraction. So we both have to get rid of it. So step 1, to get rid of square root, we will square both sides. So when I square both sides, I will end up with P. When you square it, you get P squared. And then this one, when you square it, you will actually get rid of the square root. So no more square root. Next, there's a fraction here that's also very complicated. We want to get rid of the fraction. So you actually multiply by 3 plus Q on both the left and right side. What you do to the left, you have to do to the right. So when you do that, the purpose is to get rid of the denominator 3 plus Q. That's why we will end up with P squared times 3 plus Q and then 2 minus Q left. Then the next thing is what we want is a Q, which is found inside the bracket. So we need to release it so that it's obvious. So we need to expand. And this is what we have. Now currently we have a Q on the left and a Q on the right. So my purpose is to actually get all the Q on the same side. Q equals something. So in order to do so, I will need to put all the Q on the same side. So I need to get rid of the Q on the right hand side. So I will plus Q on the left and plus Q on the right. Likewise, I do not want the P squared here. I only want Q to be on the left hand side. So I will get rid of this 3P squared. I will minus 3P squared on the left, minus 3P squared on the right. And that is what I have. Now I have all my Q on the left side. And what we need to do is to get the Q, extract the Q out. So all we need to do is to just factorize. So when I factorize, I'll get this answer. And finally, I only want Q and I do not want the P squared plus 1. So all I need to do is to do the last step. Divide by P squared plus 1 on the left. Divide by P squared plus 1 on the right. And that's why I'll get my final answer 2 minus 3P squared over P squared plus 1.